Hey Sarah, it's Kerry. I'm eating because my blood sugar's probably low. But who knows? I figured I'd decide to make this first video because I'm waiting for AAA. Because I locked my keys and my test kit in the car. So, what a learning experience. And my blood sugar was almost low and I decided to walk to school and then come back. So, this video is twofold. The first is an introduction, and the second is, I guess, a mission statement, which I always feel silly making because I feel like I'm too young to make mission statements, but then I remember that I'm almost 21 years old and that people my age have started businesses, and I have not. So hi, my name is Kerry. Sarah, you know me. I'm 20 years old. I'll turn 21 in like 2 months, so that's exciting. And I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 4 years old. So it's been about 16 years now. I was diagnosed after being on a clinical trial since I was 2.5. And my sister has type 1, and I'm probably going to talk about the trials and all that jazz in like another video. So, I'm so excited. So Sarah and I met working at a summer camp for kids with special medical needs, and we both realized that we had type 1, and I had done a couple things where I'd met other kids with type 1 diabetes, but I didn't have a good friend with type 1, someone who I could like talk to about it. I had my older sister, but that's not always the same thing, you know? And so I met Sarah, and it was really exciting, and we got to talking one day, and you probably remember this, Sarah, but we were talking about Tumblr because she said something, and I was like, oh my god, she sounds like she probably has a Tumblr, and because I do. And I asked her about it, and she said, well, you know, I did, but I mostly just run my diabetes blog. And I was like, oh, well, you know, what diabetes blog do you run? And she told me she ran F Yeah Diabetic Cat. And I just kind of looked at her, and I was like, really? Because I've been following that blog for 2 years, and I love it. And I posted some of it on my sister's wall on Facebook. Like, I loved that blog, and I thought it was hilarious. And she asked me to be an admin on it, and so we've been working on that. Not necessarily consistently, but we've been working on it together, and we're both really excited. We just passed the 1,000 follower mark, so that's a pretty big deal. And we're really optimistic about the voices that we have and how that can be shared, I think, because we've both been in unique positions as a person with type 1 diabetes, and we're eager to share that, and we're eager to share experiences, whether that be our experiences or others. So we're hoping that maybe this could be something. Who knows? At the very least, we'll get to make videos to each other, which is nice, because I love her. She's one of my best friends. So we decided to make these videos to keep in contact with each other, number one. And number two, it was sort of to provide a means of support, I guess, and to give a human face to such an invisible disease, which we'll also talk about at some point. So many people don't know much about diabetes, and I think because of that, there is a lot of stigma, and like, people just don't know. And I think having two people who are really tight-knit friends, we're Diabesties, discuss different issues about diabetes provides not only support for people who are going through the same thing that we are, but also to educate and to give sort of a human face, which I think I already said, to such a ambiguous disease. I don't think that's how I want to phrase that, but I mean, people just don't know. So support and education and maybe some fun times, who knows. But we're really excited, and we're hoping that even if no one watches it, Sarah and I will get to talk to each other, so that's pretty cool. And I'm really excited. I hope you guys watch it. This is video the first. It was kind of a scattered introduction. I'm sure it'll get there. I don't know. So yeah, hi. Welcome to Diabesties. We're really excited. Still waiting for AAA. They should be here soon. Moral of this story, don't ever lock your keys and your test kit in the car when you think your blood sugar's low. Because it sucks. And then you decide that walking to school is a good idea after only eating 3 Twizzlers.